Oh my God, there's more of them!
You won't believe what these fishermen pulled from the water. They thought it was a normal catch, but the moment they looked inside the net, their faces changed. This wasn't a fish, it was something they never expected. Let's see what shocked them that day. The Loch Marie creature. People living near Loch Marie in Scotland started talking about strange things happening at the lake during the summer. They heard splashes every night, saw random waves, and noticed dark shapes moving under the water. A research team sent a drone to check the stories, and what they recorded shocked everyone. Deep in the lake, a huge long creature, like a giant eel, was slowly moving around. It never came to the surface. When the video went online, people went crazy. Some said it was a Scottish plesiosaur. Others believed it was a giant eel or a new kind of sturgeon. The Scottish Lake Research Centre still has not given any official answer.
The basket star surprise. A fisherman on Sentosa Island in Singapore pulled something out of the water that looked extremely strange. At first, he thought it was just seaweed or trash, but when it started twisting on the surface, he got scared. The video spread everywhere online, and people guessed it might be an alien or a mythical creature. Experts later explained the truth. It was a basket star, a type of brittle star. These animals have many thin, flexible arms and usually live deep in the ocean, so humans rarely see them. The fish with a human face. While on a boat trip, a fisherman saw a strange fish swimming around his boat. At first, it looked normal, but when he looked closely, he realized the fish had a face that looked almost human. He recorded a video and posted it online. Many viewers guessed it was a sheephead wrasse or a similar fish known for its unusual markings that sometimes look like human features.
The giant crab of Japan. In Japan, people filmed a huge crab coming out of the water. It was brown and looked like it had a hard shell. Japan already has the giant spider crab, but the creature in the video looked even more terrifying, like something from a science fiction movie. Because it looked too strange, many people said the video was fake. Experts also added that real crabs cannot climb out of the water vertically, so something was definitely off. The Fraser River Giant. In the Fraser River in Washington State, a fisherman saw a very unusual fish. It had a rough, armor-like scales and a long, ancient-looking body. It was much bigger than any fish normally found in that area. Experts who watched the video said it might be a sturgeon, but the size in the footage was even larger than the biggest known sturgeons. The creature was never seen again, and the mystery remains unsolved. The gelatin creature in Florida. In a Florida swamp, a researcher filmed a strange jelly-like creature covered with shapes that looked like many eyes. It moved slowly but very carefully. He recorded the video and posted it online. People compared it to deep-sea animals or a failed lab experiment. Scientists still cannot identify it. They say it looks similar to some single-celled organisms, but its size and behavior are confusing.
The Daman River Mystery. A man who loved mystical stories tried to test a local rumor about a river creature. He threw food into the water to attract it. Within seconds, the water began shaking wildly. He tried to record it, but the creature never came to the surface. Only splashes and strong waves were visible. The man said he felt something huge nearby. Still, nothing is proven, and the Daman River monster remains only a legend. The underwater attack. A fisherman casting his net suddenly felt something grab him underwater. He tried to run to the shore, but something pulled him back. The moment was recorded on camera. The video shows two dark shapes holding the man. People wondered if they were ghosts or some kind of river spirits. The man escaped, but he never returned to that place again. The human face fish. Near the Andaman Sea, a fisherman from Krabi caught a fish that shocked everyone. Its face looked almost human, with full lips, big eyes, and an angry expression. The fish was 42 centimeters long and weighed 2.7 kilograms. Photos and videos spread quickly online. Many people guessed it might be a sunfish or a blobfish, and it clearly came from deep water. The humanoid from the Atlantic. Fishermen in the Atlantic Ocean faced something unbelievable. Around midnight, they noticed something circling their ship. It appeared and disappeared in the darkness. At first, they thought it was a dolphin or a big fish, but its movements seemed too smart, almost like it was watching them. Eventually, it got trapped in their nets. When they pulled it up, they were shocked to see a humanoid creature. It had pale blue glowing skin, scared human-like eyes, and a fish tail with shiny fins. It was about 1.8 meters long. The captain said they filmed it and quickly released it so it wouldn't get hurt. The creature swam around the boat for a few minutes, then disappeared into the deep ocean. The Lake Powell discovery. A man from Page, Utah, saw something strange happening on the shore of Lake Powell. Two people wearing protective suits were pulling a body out of the water. He secretly recorded it, thinking they were rescuers. But when the body was placed on the ground, he realized it was not a human. It had a green fish tail and a human-like upper body. The creature was quickly sealed in a container and taken away in an unmarked vehicle. Local officials refused to comment on the footage. The Queensland mermaid. In Queensland, Australia, a diver recorded an unbelievable moment at the Great Barrier Reef. He noticed movement underwater and thought it was a big fish. But as it came closer, he saw a humanoid shape with a long, shining tail. The creature swam smoothly, almost like it was dancing. It had long arms and a huge tail with bright fins. The diver had his camera with him, so he captured everything. The video clearly shows the mermaid's silhouette moving near him, and many viewers said it looked completely real.
The Silver Falls River Creature. A group of tourists floating through Silver Falls Park saw something they could not explain. As they approached a small tunnel under a rock, a dark figure appeared in the water. They filmed it using a phone. The creature swam slowly against the current and never came fully to the surface. Its movements did not match any fish or drifting object. Local guides say people have been reporting similar sightings in the park for more than 10 years. The Normandy Bigfoot. In Normandy, people living near the River Elle saw a large creature walking on the shore early in the morning. They said it looked like the legendary Bigfoot. It had thick black fur, strong arms and legs, and stood over 2 meters tall. Several people recorded it. The video shows a tall, hairy figure with a rounded head. Scientists, however, refuse to call it real proof, saying there is still no confirmed evidence of Bigfoot. The Living Pikachu. Fishermen in the Amazon placed a camera near the riverbank and accidentally filmed a rare animal. Online users quickly nicknamed it the Living Pikachu. The video shows a small, reddish-golden creature walking up to the camera curiously. Experts identified it as the golden brush-tailed possum, a rare species found in the Amazon and Orinoco regions. These animals grow about 30 centimeters long, not counting the tail. They come out at night and eat fruits, insects, and small animals. It is very rare to capture them on video. The Bear Lake Mystery Creature.
A man vacationing near Bear Lake in Utah saw ripples on the water. Then, a strange animal jumped out. At first, he thought it was a beaver or muskrat, but when he looked closely, he saw something completely different. It looked like a platypus, but was twice as big. It had a wide bill, webbed feet, and a large body. He recorded a short video, but the creature appeared for only a moment, and even slow motion cannot reveal what it truly was. The Water God Ritual. An old video from more than 5 years ago has become popular again. It shows a fisherman performing a ritual during sunrise. He offers a sacrifice to a water god that rises from the lake. Locals believe this water deity blesses fishermen with a good catch, as long as it is respected. Many people believe in the legend, but only this fisherman has ever seen the being up close. Even after so many years, the video still causes fear and debate. The UK glowing sea creature. This summer, a fisherman in the United Kingdom saw a strange, steady light under the water. It was not like plankton. It did not flicker. When he moved closer, he realized the light was coming from a huge creature. He escaped quickly. A few days later, another fisherman from the same area said a glowing creature struck his boat. Some researchers think it might be an unknown deep-sea animal that came to the surface, but because the boat later disappeared and no evidence was found, the mystery remains unsolved.
The Vermont Lake Creature. A tourist camping in a remote part of Vermont filmed something strange near a small lake. He had just set up his tent when he saw movement in the water. Moments later, a creature crawled out. It looked like a mix of an alligator and a demon. In the video, you can see a dark shape with horns and a wide jaw. The man said the creature did not act aggressive. It only watched him for a short time, then turned around and disappeared into the bushes. The Amazon Horned Attacker. In a remote Amazon area, residents recorded shocking footage. A fisherman said his friend stepped into shallow water when a horned creature suddenly rose up holding a long staff. At first it stood still, then it attacked the fisherman. The others shouted and threw sticks to scare it off. The creature looked at them but did not move closer. After a few minutes, it sank back into the water, leaving only ripples. The fisherman was shaken and terrified. The Morehead Harbor Mystery. In early 2023, a video from Morehead City in North Carolina caused huge debate online. It showed a dark figure gliding on the water near the harbor. The creature slowly surfaced like it was breathing, then sank again. People made wild guesses. Some said it was a sea monster, others compared it to an American Nessie. The mystery ended when a ship captain explained the truth. He said he saw the same thing before, and it was a young right whale separated from its mother. Its movements looked strange because it was inexperienced. Marine biologists confirmed his explanation. The River Mystery Animal. A man walking by a river noticed a small dark object floating on the water. At first, he thought it was trash, but when it moved by itself, he got closer. He saw a tiny animal with spotted colors and wing-like fins helping it stay afloat. After a few minutes, it suddenly dove underwater and vanished. Scientists still cannot identify it because no known river animal fits this description. The eyeless creature of the Yangtze. In the Yangtze River, people recorded a strange creature with smooth greenish-brown skin. It had no scales, and skin membranes connected its limbs to its body. The most shocking part? It had no visible eyes. It floated slowly, sometimes diving. The video spread quickly online. Many said it might be an alligator, but then why did it have no eyes or scales? Some think it was sick or had a rare mutation. Others believe it could be an unknown amphibian species living deep in the river. The Queensland Mud Creature. In northern Queensland, a man filming the low tide saw something odd in the shallow water. At first, he thought it was a crocodile, But as he watched, he noticed the body shape was wrong. The video shows a dark form stuck in mud, shaped like a long cylinder. It had no visible limbs. Experts suggested it might be an unknown amphibian, or simply mud or algae that looked alive. No clear answer has been found. The 6-meter neck in the water. A young couple filming a fun boat video accidentally captured something creepy. They were enjoying their trip and didn't notice anything strange. But later, when they rewatched their footage, they saw a huge shadow behind them. In the video, a long neck and head rise from the water. The neck looks about 6 meters long. Viewers immediately compared it to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. The Sicilian Mermaid. Fishermen in Sicily experienced something that may change how people think about sea legends. They were fishing at night and had just caught a normal fish. Suddenly, an unknown creature jumped out of the water. It happened so fast that the creature grabbed the fish and almost touched one of the fishermen. When they looked closely, they saw it looked like a woman with blonde hair, but her lower body was like a fish with bright green scales. The moment was recorded on camera, giving researchers rare footage to study. If confirmed real, this could be the strongest evidence of mermaids ever found.
The river faces. A security camera near a river recorded something very strange. 2 faint faces slowly rose above the water as if they were watching. The video went viral and caused huge debate. Some people believed it proved underwater beings exist. Others said it was just a trick of light. But the human explanation is unlikely. First, this clip was only a small part of the full recording. The 2 beings stayed in the water for more than 3 hours. Second, they almost never moved. No human can stay completely still in freezing water for that long. And third, the camera did not show anyone entering or leaving the water. The beings appeared suddenly and disappeared the same way. The eyeless sea catch. Fishermen keep discovering new surprises in the deep sea. Recently, one angler caught a big white fish that looked like no known species. It had no eyes, but had many sharp teeth. Its skin looked pale, almost like it had no scales. Another fisherman caught smaller fish that looked similar. Each had sharp teeth sticking out. Scientists believe these creatures may be deep-sea species that rarely get caught because they live far below where normal nets reach. The Wrocław River Creature. A man in the city of Wrocław, Poland, shared a shocking video. He saw several people in protective suits pulling a huge object from the river. At first, it was hard to see what it was, but as they carried it closer to a truck, the shape became clear. It was a massive creature with a human-like upper body and a long, scaly tail, very similar to a mermaid. It was definitely not a normal fish. The proportions of the body were completely different. The group worked quickly and silently. Within minutes, they loaded the creature into the truck and drove away. What that creature was is still a mystery. If you thought that was shocking, just wait. The ocean is full of mysteries we still can't explain. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more unbelievable stories.